Good evening, everyone. Municipal primaries are in a week. Now, advertising and social media are heating up.
That's right. Some races are more heated than others. WCBI's Jory Talley joins us live in Columbus with more on some contentious campaigns. Jory?
The Columbus race seems to be getting a lot of attention, along with Starkville and other towns. Some candidates seem to discuss issues, while on the other hand, there seems to be hostility in other races. Either way, voters say that they want the best person in office. You see signs with familiar names all around your community during a campaign. Usually, opponents in local races know each other better than a statewide candidate, making it personal.
When you hear something offensive or even just a jab in the local community, it means a lot more because you could be referencing generations of families, of history, etc.
Mississippi State's John C. Stennis Institute of Government and Community Development studies politics. Interim Executive Director Dr. Dallas Breen says policies are more at play in state and federal elections. In local races, it's more about the personalities.
You don't get as much political candor training of no, you can't say that or no, you shouldn't say that. And what you get a lot of is spark plugs. What can I do that'll make the other person say something they shouldn't? And so you get a lot of that. It's kind of like a friendly banter that turns sour.
That leaves a bitter taste with Columbus resident Susie Graham.
I believe politics should be more about helping people instead of tearing each other down. And that's what a lot of the politicians tend to do.
Ernest Brackett has been voting in local elections since the 1970s. Between an anonymous website, billboards, candidate forums, and radio ads, Brackett can't remember such a turbulent campaign.
If I was running, I wouldn't have to do that, talk about this person, what he have done and what he hadn't done.
Facebook and Twitter reached millions of voters in the recent presidential campaign.
I think this last election has, if it hasn't completely changed the dynamic, it's at least opened people's minds to the idea that there are different delivery mechanisms for messages, and they're a little more impactful than we all thought they would be 2 and 3 years ago.
Breen says even though there's some negative political banter in local campaigns, most voters already have their minds made up.
It really doesn't affect me as a voter because after this whole presidential election, what's done is done. So I just stay neutral, basically, until this storm passes.
Municipal election primaries are next Tuesday. But for now, reporting live in Columbus, Jory Talley, WCBI News. Back to the studio.